to 108 gate, where we're looking at reading for Aquarius December reading for Aquarius. Excuse me. Forget me not, remembrance. Memories and the past hold the key. Something's haunting from the past. Something's coming up from the past. And it's weird, because forget me not, you'd think like, don't forget me, don't let me go, don't forget about this, but it's actually also mainly coming across as kind of trying to push it away. Memories and the past hold the key, but if you're not wanting that past, or that part of the past, or those memories of the past to come in, then it's difficult to kind of move beyond it, move past it. And there's going to be certain cycles, certain patterns that are going to keep repeating, possibly. I don't know, you know, not me. Confidence. So if you are to get past this, the confidence wants to come in. So this is where confidence may have been knocked, where confidence may have been pulled down, where confidence may have been really high and really strong at some point, and then something's not adding up. Right, I'm going to get another one because, wow. Okay. There you go. There's the not adding up. So on the external, wow. Aquarius, are you being honest with yourself? Externally, it looks like foundation's there, Empress is there, supportive feminine energy, supportive within yourself. You're feeling like you're appearing as though your emotional well-being is quite something. You're appearing as though your foundation is solid, but like I said, something's not adding up. This is the something not adding up. You're presenting yourself as more confident than you may be feeling, and in your doing that, that means you're stopping yourself, blocking yourself, preventing yourself from actually receiving the appropriate support. So we're going to get there you go. So there's something of very, very peculiar energies coming out of these. There's new feelings, new emotions coming up, neither negative or positive. Right, and you can't quite grasp it. You can't. This is where the conflict is also coming in. You can't quite grasp what it is you're feeling. You can't quite grasp what your feelings mean. You can't quite understand. Like you're logically telling yourself, this is what I should feel. This is what I need to feel. And then that's why that confidence, it may have been false confidence, it may have been that your confidence was knocked, and now you don't quite know how to trust a process, or trust a person, or trust an experience to get back to where you felt stronger, but not kind of acknowledging that you don't want to go back to how you felt before, because you had your confidence knocked. Something wasn't on a solid ground, something wasn't coming from a healthy higher perspective. So in doing that, you need to kind of bring in some self-love, bring in some self-care, and look to what do you really truly want. This is feeling really unstable, but the fact that you're presenting yourself as emotionally stable, emotionally sound, emotionally stronger than you are, is not going to help you. The inner conflict is going to come when your confidence is going to be called into question. All of the cards are the correct way around, so you're the only one who's had cards coming in on the side and upside down, which kind of clarifies exactly what's going on with the energies. You're not being honest with yourself, basically. Okay. Something's fallen. Oh wow. Okay. Sorry. Shouldn't do all the dramatics. Let's keep it neutral as possible. But it does feel like something's off. What are you up to? Or do we not want to know? More conflict. If you don't be careful at these early stages, or at this stage, with what you're doing, with how you're presenting yourself, you're going to create more conflict for yourself further on down the line. Are you communicating truthfully? Are you communicating about how you are genuinely, sincerely perceiving things, perceiving people, perceiving situations? Are you actually wanting to see, or are you just kind of like, you know, I actually don't care? I know it sounds really horrible for me to say that, but I'm not being horrible. I'm just saying what's coming up. It's like on some level you don't, not that you don't care, but at the same time you don't care, because you've got to do what you've got to do. You're doing what you've got to do, and whoever gets in the firing line of it, whoever gets entangled in this, it's not really. Again, it feels like there's a sense of lack of accountability, a lack of so you're happy to go up and on your own track and on your own path and do what you need to do, but when it's considering other people, or considering the impact it's going to make, I'm trying to think of a good example, and it's going to be a bit dramatic, but it's kind of the only thing that's coming in. So when certain developments are happening, it could be, I don't know, commercial developments, or house developments, or something like that. They don't fully understand the impact of what they're doing. So they have a big project, they go along with this big project, and then along the line they don't realise, and if they do realise, it's usually when it's too late, that in doing this thing, the time that has to go in, the investment that has to go in, the environment they've damaged, the what's it called? Basically, the animals in that environment are being displaced. They're having to. It's like disrupting the whole. Really strong swearing is coming up. Not that I'm swearing, but it feels like, and I can hear really strong swearing. But it's like an inner voice. It's a I don't like this vibe. Aquarius, do you need to have a bit of downtime? Are you peed off at something? Right, so you feel that something is unjust, and you want some equality around this. You want to have some more. You want to receive more, you want to have more, but at the same time, you're not exactly giving out the best vibe to receive more of what you want and what you need. So it's about you kind of having a different perspective of how you're going about things. The main part, I feel like, about this is if you're honest with yourself, and all of those memories you're trying to push away, you're trying to make something be something it's not. Forget me not. And it's not necessarily forget me not as in like this, like, what's it called, a whimsical kind of I don't know, Sally goes off to sea and exploring new lands and things like that, leaves behind a lover, whatever it is, and he's like, I'll be back, my love. It's not that kind of thing. It's more the other way around, of like, you want to be able to have the freedom to do stuff, but at the same time you also want to be have the freedom to ignore certain things that didn't go in the correct direction. I don't know how to explain this. It's really weird vibe. Let's get a bit of feminine energy into this, because Aquarius masculine is feeling very, I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. I don't need to address this. Can you just be quiet, please? If I choose to do A, B and C, you accept it. There's no discussion, there's no consideration, there's no awareness of how you're possibly hurting others. Just take a moment to step around and look around, have a look at people's faces, have a look at people's expressions, have a look at people's reactions, and just think about, look at that person in the eye and think, do I really want to be hurting them? And like I said, on some level you don't care. Some of you, not all of you, on some level, Some of you don't care about certain things, but there's some things that you're going to get that prick of emotion, that little stab, and that like, little wow, that little sting of like, oh, I didn't realise I was doing that. I didn't realise I was saying that. But there is a very decisive, like, I will do as I please. I shall be as I please. Do you like it or not is not my issue. If you agree with it or not is not my issue. You either accept me for who I am, as I am, or don't be with me or around me at all. It's a very, okay, on some level, if you're communicating that, then I can see where this energy is coming from. So the reason it's coming so forthright and so strong is because on some level you may have communicated this to people, you may have communicated this to a group, you may have communicated this to a partner, sibling, whoever it is that you're saying it to, and they've chosen to ignore it. They're choosing to ignore your ignoring of their requests. They're choosing to ignore the fact that you're not listening to them. They're choosing to ignore the fact that you're possibly just doing what you need to do anyway. Even if they've expressed certain needs and wants and you've just literally gone ahead and just done what you're doing, your perspective is, well, I've let you know that I don't agree with what you're saying. I don't agree with what you want me to do. I don't agree with what I'm supposed to do. Therefore, I'm not going to do it. So if you choose to accept that, you choose to go along with it, that's on you. Which on some level, I think, on some level, it makes sense. But this is not allowing things to flow correctly. Wow. Aquarius, you're very ballsy in this reading. Very ballsy. And if this is how you're dealing with certain situations, wow, that's hurt. Then you've either got to be really sure of something, confident about something, or you're scared of getting hurt because your confidence was knocked. Oh, I don't quite know. And because we don't quite know, this is either going to be something that's lingering in December for you, or it's something you've got to work through, or it's something you're going to find out more about. If we get some more card, let me get that one. Health. Focus on your health. Your health is going to, if this is for you and you can stand your ground and you know this is correct for you, and it's a matter of others expecting you to be in a particular way, which you don't agree with, which you don't want to do, which you can't do, which is not you, and they choose to ignore it, then I can completely see where you're at. Then I can completely understand that energy and that feeling of, I don't care. If you can't accept that this is how I behave, this is what I do, this is the way I'm going to be, this is who I am, then that's not my issue, that's your issue. Don't expect me to live by your rules. Don't expect me to do this, that and the other. Don't expect me to do it when you want me to do it. Don't expect me to stay and just tie myself to things that are not for me to be tied to. The confidence is there is a split here. There's like two different groups. There's a group that's had their confidence knocked and they've stayed down and they're scared to get it back up. There's another group that's the confidence was knocked, but they're just like, you know what, and so what? Keep going. But the question keeps coming up of how much of it are you actually being honest to yourself about? How much of it is about you being more truthful to yourself about how you're genuinely, sincerely feeling about it all? Right, we're going to get another feminine card over there. Very interesting vibe, Aquarius. Queen of Cups. Someone is giving in the capacity of a Queen of Cups. Someone is giving in the capacity of Page of Cups. Someone's emotional mature, like it could be that in different areas, your emotional maturity on some level. Here it just seems blocked. Here it's just. I didn't even finish either of those sentences. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That's how it's coming through. Like, you're not completing your sentences. You're not completing your thoughts. You're not completing your actions. You're not completing your priorities. You're not completing your plans. You're kind of going in the Fool. I want it like this, with a bit of a denial, a bit of a what's the word? A bit of a naive perspective of how things can be when you're looking at it. I mean, you're coming like, wee, jump in, and then it's like, oh. But not, but confidence may be knocked or something hurt in a particular way that you're like, I'm not admitting to what I've just done. I'm not admitting that that was a defeat. I'm not admitting to what happened in the past. There's just a complete denial, looking the other way, not wanting to know. Page of Cups is here too. This Page of Cups, the masculine Page of Cups, no. Denial of what happened in the masculine area, and denial of where and how it happened. I didn't give a shit about that anyway. Sorry, why am I swearing today? I didn't care about that anyway. I didn't need that anyway. Don't want that anyway. I don't care. But do you really? Is that what it's about? That in truth, if you actually let yourself believe that you don't care, it distances you from certain things. It detaches you from certain emotions, from certain memories. Those memories, they literally feel like they're even swirling now, like a haunting. I think I want out. I want out of this energy. So you're not looking. You can't get more clearer than this. You're not looking at what you've got in front of you. So Aquarius, I really do hope you, if you're resonating with this, I hope you utilise December to have a bit of a think, have a bit of a look around and see where people are at with you, see where you're at with yourself. Enjoy December, and good luck, peace and love.